most people don't want to have this conversation. They shy away from it, but we're gonna head straight into this because this can help an awful lot of us out there. As Mark said, there are a lot of bad things out there that happen to good people. Figuring out how to pick up the pieces or how to move forward isn't easy. And I'm thinking one of the toughest things to get over would be the death of one of your kids, especially when it didn't have to happen. But it did happen to Theresa Clower. For her, the only way to push past the grief was by creating something, in her case, a public exhibit to remember those who died the same way as her son.
That was the call no parent wants to have. You know, those 3 words, Devin is dead, on the other line. It can still bring up unbelievable emotion.
4 years later, and Theresa Clower still finds it difficult to discuss her son, dead at 32 from fentanyl poisoning. He's far from the only one. Fentanyl overdoses are the #1 cause of death in young adults, more than car accidents, suicides, and even cancer. Drugs like heroin, meth, and marijuana can be laced with it, and even in the smallest amounts, fentanyl is deadly. Users, like Devin, never know it's there, leaving families shattered and lost.
Drawing him and signing my name at the end of that was my release. That was my goodbye to Devin. Very, very powerful. And I could not stop drawing people's faces. I just had to keep drawing people's faces.
She began to seek others who had also died like Devin so she could draw their portrait, share their stories, and put real faces to this overlooked epidemic. Every single portrait is somebody who was misunderstood, undervalued, written off.
Yeah.
But because of what you did, we can look at their faces, we can look in their eyes.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
They look like us.
They do look like us. They were us. Yeah.
Each portrait is paired with a description of who they were, what they were like, and how they died. She put them together in a powerful and unique touring exhibit called Into Light.
As hard as it's been, this project has been a meaningful purpose in my life at this point that I can only say thank you, Devin. I can only say thank you. If we can open up conversation about this disease, if we can sit and talk about it in whatever form, then I'm able to contribute in a way to helping, and that's what I want to do.
And for Theresa, finding a way to take the pain and give it purpose is what's given her a way forward, a way to recover and to truly live again.
It's almost like a light starts very slowly coming back into your life. And when you get there to that point where that light starts to shine slightly, then you start thinking about what's next. And in my case, what was next evolved into Light Project.
And that's exactly what she is doing. It's so powerful, even though it's so simple. And if you need to reach out for any reason or would just like to learn more, go to intolightproject.org. And she's bringing awareness to this epidemic of opioid addiction, which still has that stigma of being a bunch of addicts who did it to themselves. But she hopes by starting a conversation, she can change our perception.